All right, hello there. Welcome to the channel. My name is James, and here at 20th and 21st Movies, we are about all things cinema. Hope you're doing well. It is Friday, October the 31st, 2025. It's Halloween, and we are on the eve. Not only is it Halloween, but we're on the eve of what I consider to be the beginning of the holiday season on November the 1st. So, November the 1st is the beginning of the holiday season, 62 days from November the 1st through January 1st. So exciting times. Of course, we're in the midst of Halloween today. So very interested to see what things people are going to be into this afternoon and this evening. I actually have a couple of errands to run this evening, but then I'm going to get back and get ready to put some candy in the hands of people. Let me see. I got a text here. What is this text here? Oh, yeah. Put some candy in the hands of some young ghouls and goblins running around the neighborhood. We don't get that many kids these days, but we will welcome any who come. But today we're gonna see the Arrow video titles from 2026 for January. So exciting times. Definitely looking forward to seeing what Arrow Video announces in just a couple of minutes. It is 10:58 Eastern Daylight Time here in the US, and we are just about 2 minutes away from Arrow starting to give us their announcements. I typically check Arrow's Twitter feed for their announcements, so we're going to go there in just a moment to check their Twitter feed and see the announcements come through live and talk about them live. So I like to do this live whenever I can, and this happens to be a Friday when I can do that. So let's see who is out there. We have hello there. How are you doing, James? We have Mama Blu-ray. Mama Blu-ray's in the house. How are you doing, Miss Bonnie? Always great to see you. Hope you're doing well up there in the New England area. And we have uh, Hivit Stites Dodd. It's always great to see you. Hi to you as well. Hope that you are doing great. We have Gungshi out there. Hello. Hope everybody is doing well. We are getting very close to Arrow Video giving us their announcements, and I am going to go ahead and go to the site now. So we're not going to waste any time. This is going to be a economical stream. Share this window, and we're going to go to the right now. So you are now looking at the Arrow Video Twitter feed on my Twitter feed. And they say here, remember, always check your candy. So that's very good advice. Let me know in the comments section, are you dressing up today? Are you taking your kids out for trick-or-treating? Are you going to any Halloween costume parties? What are you doing today? I am going to be the old man sitting on the porch handing out candy. So that's going to be my activity. This is my costume. This is what I'm wearing. But let me know in the comments what you are wearing. So I'm going to do a quick refresh and see what they have here. Oh, distributor, have they already? Ah, you see here, they've already gotten started. It is right at 11 o'clock and they're wasting no time. So they typically say time for our January 2026 new title reveals. You ain't kidding, because now they have popped in their first one. This is a new UK title, The Assassination Bureau, on limited edition Blu-ray. So that is very interesting. Let me do another refresh to see what else they're saying here. So let's go ahead and click into this one here. Let's check it out. So this is the Assassination Bureau limited edition Blu-ray. So this is the first announcement of what's coming in January 26th from our friends at Arrow Video. It's coming out on, this is, I believe, Monday, January the 5th, 2026. So very, very interesting. I think that's a Monday. So the Assassination Bureau limited edition Blu-ray. So this is a limited edition Blu-ray. And let's see what artwork they have here. I am not familiar with this film, but it says Zeppelins, bombs, bordellos, burials, you name it, we have it. A frail piece of virtue learns the facts of life the hard way. The Assassination Bureau inquiries gravely solicited. So this is intriguing. It says anarchy reigns as Diana Rigg and Oliver Reed go head to head in a blackly comic caper that plays out against the colorful backdrop of Europe on the cusp of World War I. London, 1908. So this is a period piece. When feisty journalist and women's rights campaigner Sonia Winter, Diana Rigg, uncovers the headquarters of the Assassination Bureau Limited, a clandestine enterprise that has existed for decades by bumping off the rich and powerful, but only if there's a good moral reason for it. Well, that's important. You want to have a good reason for doing things. She sets on a path of putting an end to its activities. Bankrolled by her press baron boss, Lord Boswick, Telly Savalas, okay, Kojak. She commissions the organization to undertake the assassination of his very own chairman, Ivan Dragomilov, Oliver Reed. Being the gentleman that he is, Dragomilov responds to the assignment with glee, challenging his fellow board members to complete the contract. Only they'll have to catch him first. Okay, cool. So this is on Blu-ray. You have an audio commentary. You got a 30-minute appreciation, collector's booklet, and reversible sleeve. So some special features there. You have an audio commentary there. You've got an appreciation that runs about 30 minutes. You got a booklet. So not a ton of features in this in this limited edition Blu-ray of the Assassination Bureau, but hey, it's something to chew on. It's coming out January the 5th from our friends at Arrow Video, and this is the UK edition. So that is the first announcement from Arrow for January. Let's do another refresh and see what else has popped into view here. So let's see. So after the Assassination Bureau, it's available on the Arrow Video site, also available on HMV Tweets to pre-order there. You can also pre-order it at Zavi. But again, this is a UK release from Arrow Video. The next title that's been announced is a title that is also a UK release through Zavi, UK through HMV Tweets, and a UK City Slickers limited edition Blu-ray. So this is City Slickers coming out on Blu-ray in a limited edition from Arrow Video on January the 19th. So this is Billy Crystal, Daniel Stern, and Bruno Kirby. So I've never seen City Slickers, but this is a popular title. I think a lot of people are going to be excited about this release. It says from director Ron Underwood, Tremors, comes City Slickers, the hilarious, heartfelt modern comedy western that became one of the most beloved films of the 1990s. Mitch Robbins, Billy Crystal, is a disillusioned New Yorker on the verge of a midlife crisis. A lot of people are. Along with his two best friends, Ed, Bruno Kirby, and Phil, Daniel Stern, he signs up for the ultimate getaway, a 2-week cattle drive across the rugged landscapes of New Mexico to Colorado. Trading their desk chairs for saddles, the trio quickly discover that wrangling cattle under the watch of the grizzled trail boss, Curly, Jack Palance, is a lot tougher than they ever imagined. So this is a limited edition Blu-ray coming out in the UK that includes a 2K restoration from a 4K scan. You've got an audio commentary on here, and you've got a number of newly filmed interviews. Check this out. You got like 4 newly filmed interviews on here. So that's nice. That's something I always look out for, is how much new material are they adding to these releases. And in this case, for City Slickers, this Billy Crystal film, they're adding some newly filmed interviews, which is great to see. They're also adding a number of archival features, so archival interviews along with the new interviews, which is nice. So taking material from previous releases, adding their own new material to it to give us a nice limited edition Blu-ray. You have a reversible sleeve and a collector's booklet featuring new writing on the film by Barry Forshaw. So this is again coming out January the 19th in the UK, City Slickers on a limited edition Blu-ray with an RRP, with a pre-order price of £18, RRP of $24.99. So you save a little bit by pre-ordering. So you got a number of options to pre-order: Zavi, HMV Tweets, directly from the Arrow site. So that's City Slickers, as you can see, right here. Very nice looking edition there. So yeah, what do y'all think about City Slickers? Now I'm going to take this next one here, then I'm going to pop back and see what your comments are and see how you're reacting to these releases, and then we'll pop back in. But this is another title here coming to our friends in the UK again. So the UK getting a lot of love here. This is Huesera, the Bone Woman. This is going to be available for pre-order on Zavi, on HMV Tweets, and on the Arrow site. So let's go ahead and click on the Arrow link here. Now, this again is a limited edition Blu-ray. So let's click this. Huesera, the Bone Woman, limited edition Blu-ray. This is coming out January the 26th. So at the end of the month, pre-order price of £18. It's a limited edition Blu-ray. I have never heard of this film, but it says Motherhood is Unexpected, a visceral blend of body horror and psychological thriller rooted in Mexican folklore. Okay, it's a very interesting combination there. Huesera, the Bone Woman, is a compelling exploration of the fears and expectations of motherhood. Director Michelle Garza Silveira masterfully blends psychological terror with raw emotion, crafting a gripping tale of identity, sacrifice, and the unseen forces haunting domestic life. Okay. Hmm. Apparently, this film uses haunting imagery and bone snapping tension to question the cost of rigid societal expectations, resulting in a masterwork of atmosphere and suspense. Okay, this one intrigues me. I'm actually intrigued by this title. I don't know if I'll pick it up or have it imported, but we shall see. This is one that definitely intrigues me. We're getting it on 1080p, DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio, brand new audio commentary by film critic Kat Ellinger. We're getting internal anguish and images of womanhood, a brand new video essay. So, a brand new video essay by film critic Anton Biddle. So, we're getting a brand new audio commentary and a brand new video essay. So, I think that's some nice value they're adding to this release. Trailer, image gallery, a reversible sleeve, and a collector's booklet. So, not a ton of features, but a very intriguing story that I just might want to check out. It's called Huesera, the Bone Woman Limited Edition Blu-ray. So I'm going to come out of that. I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to stop sharing and come back out to you to see what you all think about what has been announced so far. We got a ton of comments out here. People saying Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you as well, Mama Blu-ray. Let's see. I'm taking the day off from work from my bum knee. I am too. I don't have a bum knee, but I'm taking the day off. Had to get an ultrasound on it yesterday. Oh, well, I hope you get better. I hope that gets better. Hope there's nothing wrong there, and hope that you feel better soon and get healed up. Let's see. Also, my region free player stopped switching regions. Turns out it's an unsupported third party add-on. Hope I can get a refund. I certainly hope so. Hope that works out. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to everybody. October 31st. Woo! I am always excited to see the costumes that come by the house, this evening. So I'm looking forward to it. I got my fingers crossed that we'll have a few more people, a few more, trick-or-treaters than we've had in recent years, but we shall see. So I've been better, but looking forward to these announcements. Yeah. Yeah. Good morning and happy Halloween. Good morning, Lane. It's worked out great because I am now on my lunch break. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you joining your lunch break. Never seen that one before, actually. Okay. Yeah, I have not either. We'll probably check it out. I think you're talking about Huesera, perhaps. Don't know this one. Okay. Good morning, James. But I've had it with these snakes on this plane. Yeah, that's the interesting thing. What is that hint? Is it snakes on a plane? Is it anaconda? What are we getting from that arrow hint that they gave us on Wednesday when they announced that they were making these announcements today? Oliver Reed and Diana Rigg, I am interested. Yeah. Sounds similar to Danger Diabolic. Okay. That's in my watch list. Yes. And big thanks to Paper King, who alerted me to the fact that typically Arrow does these announcements around 10 o'clock in the morning on Eastern time, but the announcement was for 11 o'clock. So I was planning on coming live an hour ago, but thanks to Paper King, he said he dropped a comment, and I looked again at the Arrow announcement. I was like, oh, it's 11 o'clock Eastern, not 10 a.m. So thank you again, Paper King. See, Last House on the Left is my favorite Arrow release. What's up, everyone? Do people still buy them from Blu-rays and 4K discs? Isn't streaming the same? Oh, okay. Streaming is getting better and better. The quality is getting better, but there is still something to be said about having a physical disc and the bit rate and just the overall fidelity just being that much being better, more consistent. You don't have buffering, you don't have any of those issues, you don't have any compression. That you don't have the same compression you have on a stream. So there are still some differences, but streaming has come a long way. Oh, Mark is saying, kidding. LOL, Mark, laugh out loud. Get City Slickers, James. It has the answer to the meaning of life. Oh, wow. Well, I guess I'll have to pick it up, Gary. I had gotten the previous Blu-ray version or release of the Assassination Bureau, so I'll probably pass, but I did like it. Yeah, I've never seen the Assassination Bureau, so I'll have to check that out. Let's see. Oh, Halloween wishes. A lot of kindness from Arrow over here. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the UK is getting all the love so far. See, haven't seen Huesera. I have not seen it either. It's not very good, but intriguing concept. Ah, okay. Excited for City Slickers. So City Slickers getting some love. Do you want City Slickers 3 made? I've never seen the first or the second one. So let's see. What titles covered so far? We've covered the first 3 so far. T-Rex says, greetings. Let's see, what's your favorite Steve Martin movie? I would say Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, perhaps. Really good one. Actually, it's getting to be around the time to pop that one in the player. So I'm looking forward to that. Uh, Acres, Planes, Trains, yes. Do you like Boiling Point? I've never seen Boiling Point. Need to check that out. Who directed that? I would think it's Anaconda since there's a new one coming out. Boiling Point by Takeshi Kitano was pretty good. Yes. Okay. Hello, everyone, says Drew. Hello, Drew. Happy Halloween to you as well. Really hoping we get more John Carpenter love on Arrow. Hey, you never know. You never know. I think they recently released In the Mouth of Madness. Isn't that didn't that just come out? Favorite action comedy sequence? Wow. I'll have to think on that one and come back. That's a good one. That's a great question. Hot Fuzz Finale Acres and readapt Fried Green Tomatoes. Make it closer to the book. Okay. Very good. All right. So we're getting a lot of happiness around Halloween wishes and everything. And there's some fair amount of excitement around City Slickers. Little bit of buzz around Huesera, although I've heard not so great. Interesting concept. So lot to take in there. Let's see. Did you ever have early experience as an actor or a filmmaker? Early experience, no, but I do like watching films, but no, I do not have any experience in that area. But who knows? You never know, right? But to this point, not yet. In the Mouth of Madness was a great 4K. Yeah, I may have to check that one out on the next Arrow sale. But let's go ahead and pop in, and let's pop back in and let's check out my Twitter feed here and see what else our friends at Arrow Video are presenting to us here. So we've got Cheap Thrills in the US. So yes, finally the United States is on the map. So we have Cheap Thrills limited edition Blu-ray. Now I've noticed so far it's been all UK, all Blu-ray. Haven't seen a 4K yet, which is fine. Blu-ray is great, but this is the first US release that we're hearing about for January. Cheap Thrills in the US via Arrow. So US title. So it looks like it's just the US, not UK, not even Canada. And it's Cheap Thrills limited edition Blu-ray. Let's go ahead and click on this one. So this is Cheap Thrills limited edition Blu-ray. It is coming out January 27th. Pre-order price of $28. So that's a considerable savings over the RRP. So that's cool. This stars Pat Healy, Sarah Paxton, Ethan Emery, and David Kushner. Okay. Cheap Thrills. You see here, yeah, interesting. Cheap Thrills. I must confess, I am not familiar with this film. So I am looking at the opportunity to discover a lot of movies in this slate from Arrow Video so far. Okay. Looking at my AP breaking news. I should turn that notification off. But yes, a razor sharp blend of thriller and the blackest of comedies, Cheap Thrills takes an ordinary night among friends and turns it into a cruel, twisted game of survival. Okay. Fired from his job and facing eviction, this might be the worst night of Craig's life. While drowning his sorrows in a bar, he runs into Vince, a childhood friend he hasn't seen in years. Their reunion takes an unexpected turn when they're approached by Colin and Violet, an eccentric and wealthy couple, with a strange but simple offer: complete a few dares for cash. Sounds like an easy payday at first. As the stakes rise and the dares become ever more twisted, Craig and Vince are pushed to their physical and moral limits in a warped contest where only one can come out on top. Hmm. Okay, I'm in. I'm in. That sounds like that premise. I love a good premise. It just pulled me in from the very beginning. As soon as they said, a razor sharp blend of thriller and the blackest of comedies, you have a situation where you take an ordinary night, ordinary situation, and it flips the script to turn it into a twisted game of survival. So you take an ordinary situation and then all of a sudden you turn it upside down, and now you're fighting for your life. You're trying to figure out what's going on. So I'm all in, and check out this. Looks like a nice limited edition here. You got 1080p presentation, brand new audio commentary, along with the archive audio commentary. You get a some newly filmed interviews. Let's see. It looks like at least three newly filmed interviews, along with some more archive featurettes. You have a photo gallery, on-set production photos, reversible sleeve, double-sided fold-out poster, and a collector's booklet. So yeah, this is a limited edition Blu-ray, and this is one I'm thinking of the titles announced so far. This is the one that intrigues me the most right here. This Cheap Thrills. This might be the very first edition I pick up from Arrow Video in 2026, and it's coming out January the 27th, which I presume is a Tuesday, the 27th of 2026. So yeah, super excited about this one. What do y'all think of this film? If you've seen it, have you seen Cheap Thrills? Let me know what you think about it if you've seen it. All right, next title is coming out in Canada and the US. So it's a US and Canada release of Evil Dead Rise. This is the first 4K release from Arrow Video in 2026 so far. It looks like a pretty interesting release. It's Evil Dead Rise, coming out on 4K from Arrow Video in the US and Canada. Now, I don't know if this is a situation where it already had a UK release or not. So drop a comment and let us know that if you know that. So I don't know about that for this particular title, but this is Evil Dead Rise. Let's go ahead and click on the Diabolic DVD link. Let's give Diabolic some love here. All right, Diabolic DVD. um, Evil Dead Rise, Arrow Video US 4K Ultra HD pre-order for $32.99. This is coming out January 13th. So this is Evil Dead Rise. And as you can see here, you've got you get an idea of what's included in here, the reversible art there. So that's cool. Mommy Loves You to Death. After being handpicked by the legendary Sam Raimi, director Lee Cronin takes the Evil Dead franchise into a bold new direction in Evil Dead Rise, out of the woods and into the big city. Beth's surprise reunion with her sister Ellie is interrupted by an earthquake that shakes the foundation of her apartment building. Amidst the rubble, LA's kids discover a secret vault hidden in the basement, inside which they find an ancient book bound in flesh and inked in human blood, the Necromicon. Okay, Necromicon. As the building's residents are possessed one by one and the evil rises floor to floor, the family get together becomes a fight for survival. Okay. Never have the Deadites been so terrifying in this bold and blood soaked revival of the classic series, now in a definitive extras packed director approved edition. All right. So this is a 4K release, which is going to be in Dolby Vision, HDR10 compatible. That's awesome. Dolby Atmos audio option. You get an audio commentary, which is a archive audio commentary. You get several. Look at this. Look at this, folks. How many brand new interviews? Check this out. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Is that eight? You get eight brand new interviews with the sound designer, with the editor, the composer, the makeup effects designer, actor Anne Marie Thomas, actor Gabrielle Eccles, actor Alyssa Sutherland, and actor Lily Sullivan. So brand new interviews with the actors, brand new interviews with several of the crew. So that's awesome. You get a 2023 interview with Cronin and Albrechtsen by Glenn Kaiser, director of the Dolby Institute. You get a raising a new Evil Dead featurette. You get a short film by Lee Cronin, Ghost Train. So yeah, reversible sleeve, double side, fold out poster, collector's booklet. So yeah, some very nice features. Now, to be honest, I don't think this is a film that's up my alley personally, but in terms of what you get in this edition, if you're a fan of this franchise, if you're a fan of this film, you are definitely getting served by this release from Arrow Video. I mean, this looks to be a pretty sweet addition from Arrow Video of Evil Dead Rise. But again, I don't necessarily think that is my cup of tea. But if it is your cup of tea, you are being served by Arrow Video. So that's coming out in the US and Canada. Let us continue on. Let us soldier forth here. And we have Under Siege. So this stars Steven Seagal. So this goes back a number of years, but this is Under Siege, going to be available in Canada and the US. Again, this looks like excuse me, in Canada via unobstructed view, in the US via Diabolic, uh, in the UK and US limited edition 4K Ultra HD, and you can pre-order Under Siege in Canada from unobstructed view. So a number of options, but here you have a UK and US title, Under Siege limited edition 4K Ultra HD. It doesn't appear to be a chunky box, but let's go ahead and click this link here. So this will be available for 25 pounds or RRP of 29.99 pounds. This is coming out January the 5th, so right at the beginning of the year. So that's awesome. This stars Steven Seagal. You see here. Cool, cool, cool. You see the reversible, you see the original art and the newly commissioned art. So that's very, very nice. But it says in 1992, a battleship's been sabotaged by nuclear pirates out to steal its warheads. That's not good. Now surrounded by terrorists, a lone man stands with a deadly plan of attack. Action icon Steven Seagal serves up his signature brand of bone-crunching justice in Under Siege, the ultimate 90s action spectacle from director Andrew Davis, The Fugitive, co-starring Tommy Lee Jones, Black Moon Rising, and Gary Busey, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, at their most unhinged. All right, so you got Steven Seagal in here, you got Tommy Lee Jones, Gary Busey. Nice. When a gang of mercenaries hijacked the USS Missouri during its farewell voyage, their plan is simple: steal the ship's nuclear warheads and hold the world to ransom. But they've overlooked one tiny detail: the ship's cook. Unfortunately for them, Casey Ryback Seagal isn't just any cook. He's a one-man army with a taste for mayhem. So this is a cook with a special set of skills, I'm sure, and you're going to get all that wonderful action on this 4K edition. This is a brand new 4K restoration of the film from the original camera negative. You're getting it in Dolby Vision, HDR10 compatible, which is awesome. Brand new audio commentary on here and a number of newly filmed interviews. Check this out. Again, more newly filmed interviews, which is awesome, at least 4. So you get one with the director, actor Erica Ilianak, actor Damian Chapa, and you get one with the visual effects supervisor, William Mesa. So nice. I mean, it's nice that they're doing these newly filmed interviews in addition to some of the some of the archival content. But it actually looks like the audio commentary is brand new, and then you have a bunch of newly filmed interviews. So it's pretty much a bunch of new content here. So I'm not sure what the physical media release history has been for this title. I don't know if there have been other features that have been featured on other DVDs or Blu-rays of Under Siege. I have no idea what the history has been for this title, but this is getting a nice looking release from Arrow Video here pretty soon here at the beginning of the year. Reversible sleeve featuring 2 original artwork options and a collector's booklet featuring new writing on the film by Verne and a serial fiction by Martin Pedler. All right. So this is Under Siege, limited edition 4K. What do y'all think about Under Siege? Are y'all excited about Under Siege? Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, nice stuff. Before I go to the last titles, let me go ahead and pop back out here and see what y'all are thinking, because there is a lot to sort of unpack with all these releases. I definitely find Under Siege to be very interesting. It's one that I will definitely consider. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. I'm not going to make any promises, but we shall see. I will consider it. Let's see. We've got a number of people here who have come in here. Cheap Thrills. Yeah. So let's see. I think I saw Cheap Thrills on Netflix. It was pretty good. Nice dark comedy. Good. Cool. Yeah. David Kutcher is great. This was a good movie. That's good. Cheap Thrills is very good. So good. I'm glad to hear there's a good amount of love for Cheap Thrills, because that's one I'm definitely interested in. Do you like the thriller Unlawful Entry? I think it's been a long time since I've seen it. So I don't remember much about it. I'm trying to see if I've even seen it before. Who is in that? Yep, I'm gonna pick this one up. Definitely pick it up. Yeah, a lot of love for that film. I like Evil Dead Rise. I know some didn't, but I liked it way more than Evil Dead 2013. Okay, cool. Yeah, as far as the Evil Dead folks, I'm not the hugest horror movie fan in the world. I typically, when I watch a horror franchise, I typically just watch the first film, like, and I don't get too much into a lot of the sequels. And there are some exceptions, like Child's Play. I've watched, most of those films, but for the most part, Friday the 13th is good enough for me. The first Nightmare on Elm Street, I'm good. I don't need to see, Jason goes to space, Jason takes Manhattan, Jason goes here. I don't need to see all those. I'm good with the original Friday the 13th. Um, but yeah, so I've seen the original Evil Dead, I think, but I've not seen like the sequels, I don't think. But yeah. Oh, excuse me. I'd like a Weekend at Bernie's special edition. Would you? Sure, why not? Why not? Let's see. Evil Dead Rise was fantastic, but I love everything Evil Dead. Cool. Let's see. Evil Dead. A lot of love for Evil Dead. A lot of love. We need a Dark Man special edition, like a Saturday Night Fever legacy sequel with John Travolta back. Hey, well, you never know. You never know. Under Siege, yes. Steven Seagal, so a lot, some love for. I like Andrew Davis commentary for Under Siege. Yeah, so people are psyched. People are psyched. I love his early movies, Steven Seagal's early movies. He's just a cook. You have Gary Busey was Unhinged. Yes. Under Siege is decent, probably the best Seagal movie, but that's no major feat. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those things where you go into it knowing what you're going to get. You're not expecting, an Academy Award, uh, season candidate. You're just looking for some good popcorn entertainment. Just kick back, check your brain at the door, and just enjoy the entertainment type of a film. So I can definitely understand that. So let's go ahead and pop back in here and check out these last titles, and then we'll do a wrap up. And I will get you on to get ready for your trick or treaters in your neighborhood here, because they will be coming your way very soon. So let's do a quick. Oh, yep, we can already see it. We can already see it, folks, can't we? We've just seen it. All right, so that was Under Siege, and this is what the hint was. We're getting Samuel L. Jackson. We're getting some Samuel L. Jackson action here. UK and US edition, Canada. We're getting in the UK, US, and Canada, Snakes on a Plane limited edition 4K Ultra HD coming from our friends at Arrow Video in January 2026. Let's go ahead and click this link. This is coming out on 4K Ultra HD limited edition. I cannot tell if this is I do not think this is a chunky box. This does not appear to be a chunky box, but that's fine. We don't have to have a chunky box for everything. That's perfectly fine. But this is Snakes on a Plane, Samuel L. Jackson, January the 19th, 2026. And yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy the fright. A viral sensation before it even finished shooting, Snakes on the Plane was one of the first major Hollywood films shaped as much by internet buzz as by studio edict. Stuntman turned director David R. Ellis, Final Destination 2, delivers a delirious, high concept thriller that gleefully melds the disaster movie with creature feature excess. Samuel L. Jackson of Deep Blue Sea, which has a chunky box from Arrow Video that was released earlier this year that I have not picked up yet, is FBI agent Neville Flynn escorting a key witness in the case against a ruthless crime lord on a commercial jet from Hawaii to Los Angeles. But at 30,000 feet, justice takes a back seat when the mobsters unleash a writhing cargo of venomous snakes into the cabin. With passengers dropping like flies and the cockpit compromised, Flynn and a ragtag of terrified travelers are forced to enter a fight for survival against nature's deadliest stowaways. Outrageous, shamelessly entertaining, and featuring one of the most quotable lines in cinema history, Snakes, delivered probably undoubtedly by Samuel L. Jackson himself, I'm sure. Snakes on a Plane is an instant cult classic that more than earns its reputation as one of Hollywood's craziest action disaster movies. All right. So, brand new 4K restoration from Arrow. We're getting Dolby Vision, HDR10 compatible, 5.1 DTS HD Master Audio. Getting a brand new audio commentary, archival cast and crew audio commentary, which is cool. That features David Ellis, Sam Jackson, producer Craig Berenson, associate producer Tawny Ellis. Excellent. Snakes on a Page, a brand new mini documentary. Pure Venom, an archival feature. Meet the Reptiles, an archival featurette. So you have VFX, an archival featurette on the use of CGI to bring the snakes to life. So you get a number of archival features, Snakes on a Plane music video, making of the music video, gag reel. So nice, nice. You get South Pacific Airlines safety instruction card. So very, very nice. So looks to be a pretty nice addition with, some new features, but particularly a new documentary and a new commentary, but with some archival features as well. This appears to be, oh yeah, this is the safety instructions here for the airlines that they had mentioned. But yeah, very nice looking edition of Snakes on a Plane, limited edition 4K Ultra HD, coming from our friends at Arrow Video on January the 19th, 2026. So there's definitely going to be a lot of excitement around this title, I'm sure. So it'll be very interesting to see what the comments look like on this one. Unobstructed View for our friends in Canada. Diabolic DVD is an option for our friends here in the United States, as well as on the Arrow site. And so this gives us the lineup here. You have Cheap Thrills on Blu-ray getting a release in the US. Evil Dead Rise coming out on 4K Ultra HD in the US and Canada. Huesera getting a UK release on Blu-ray. City Slickers getting a UK release on Blu-ray. You have the Assassination Bureau getting a UK release on Blu-ray. And then you've got these two 4K Ultra HD editions coming out in the US, Canada, and the United Kingdom. Under Siege, starring Steven Seagal, coming out on 4K Ultra HD limited edition, as well as Snakes on a Plane, starring Samuel L. Jackson, coming out on 4K Ultra HD. So as I look at this lineup here, it is a pretty nice lineup. This is a good example of, similar to the Criterion announcements for January 2026, there's something for everybody here. There's a lot of people who will look at this and they'll say, oh man, Billy Crystal, City Slickers, I'm done. I'm good. That's what I wanted. And they're happy with that. There are a lot of people who are big horror fans who are going to be all over this Evil Dead Rise release. And then you got people who are huge Snakes on the Plane, fans have been waiting for that for a long time. Now you're getting it. Steven Seagal fans are happy with Under Siege. So there's something for everybody here. For me personally, the titles that I am most interested in as I look at this, most interested in are the Cheap Thrills Blu-ray limited edition. Very interested in that title. The premise pulls me in, and I'm also intrigued by this Huesera. So I might consider importing that, but we shall see. And then as far as these two 4K releases here at the top, Under Siege is one that I might check out. I'll check it out on IMDb and look at the trailer and see, is this one that I want to check out or not? And then Snakes on a Plane is one that I may consider picking up. So Cheap Thrills and Huesera are more on the definite side, with Under Siege and Snakes on a Plane getting a high consideration from me. So with that, I'm going to pop over here and capture some last comments and wish everyone a happy Halloween and a happy Friday and a happy weekend. And hope that everyone definitely want to hear what you all think about these titles. Of course, big weekend coming up. Oh yeah, Peak Busey. Yeah, I got a lot going on this weekend. Of course, we have Halloween tonight. We got some other things going on this weekend. Tomorrow, my Georgia Bulldogs go to Jacksonville to take on the Florida Gators in college football action, the world's largest outdoor cocktail party in Jacksonville, Florida. Super excited about that. I'll be watching that on ABC. And I've got a review coming out of Altered States on 4K from the Criterion Collection. Had a chance to take that in earlier this week and go through the special features. And I definitely have some thoughts on that title. So I'll be sharing that review this weekend here on the channel. And then coming up soon after that, Shoeshine, the Vittoria De Sica release on 4K Ultra HD from Criterion. That review should be coming out next week, leading up to what we expect to be a week from today, potentially the beginning of the Barnes & Noble 50% off Criterion sales. So we shall keep our eyes peeled for that. You prefer Executive Decision. That's cool. Let's see. I kind of dislike they don't include sequels to these films when they give love to the first film and most likely will not get a release. Yeah, that's a good point. Like what extra would be better than the sequel? Yeah, that is a fair point. Under Siege 2 is a lot of fun as well. The main action set piece is a train instead of a boat. Nice. Let's see. Whoops. Whoa. Under Siege commentary with. Who is the Under Siege commentary with? The Under Siege commentary. Let's go back to it. Let me look that up real quick for you. The Under Siege commentary. That was, if I go back to the listing here, yeah, the commentary, brand new audio commentary with director Andrew Davis and writer J.F. Lawton. So it's the director and the writer that are giving the commentary for Under Siege. Under Siege in the previous Blu-ray only included theatrical trailer, so it didn't have any features. So that's the reason why we don't see any archival things pulled over, because there was nothing to pull over. So that's good. Under Siege 2 is good fun with the crazy computer hacker. Okay, cool. Uh, let's see. It's a kick in the butt Under Siege. Cool. Army of Darkness is the best Evil Dead movie. Evil Dead 2 is a masterpiece. Nice. You really should see the Evil Dead sequels. They're fantastic. I may check them out. I may check them out. I honestly love all three Evil Deads equally. Nice, James. Nice. Still watchable. Yeah. Yeah. Under Siege. There's some love there. Army of Darkness. Battle scene. Greetings, James. Greetings to you, Chris, from Canada. Good to see you as always. Unlawful entry, Ray Liotta. Yes. Oh man, yeah. I might have seen that, but it's one of those things where if I did see it, it was so long ago that I've forgotten about it. And if I were to see it again, it would be like seeing it for the first time. So um I have not seen Snakes on a Plane, just watched The Long Kiss Goodnight, though. That is peak Sam Jackson. I had that release. It was pretty good. Sam Jackson and Gina Davis. Good popcorn fun. Um, yeah. Some love for Snakes on a Plane. Do you have the Arrow Blu-ray for Jake Speed? No, I do not. I do not. Favorite Sam Jackson performance? Probably Pulp Fiction. Probably Pulp Fiction. My favorite Jackson performance is in Unbreakable. That was good there. Hard to beat Pulp Fiction. Yeah, I agree. Long Kiss Goodnight's good. Some love there. Um, if you were making a mini golf course, would you rather make one for Big Trouble in Little China or Kroll? Thanks. That's hard to say. That is hard to say. I'd have to think on that one. I don't have. I don't have really a thought on that. Yes, Long Kiss Goodnight, Gina Davis. Yeah, a lot of love going on for these films. Decent lineup, but nothing of my taste. Snakes on a Plane is fun, but not a must-have in my opinion. Yeah, I can definitely appreciate that. Do you have Eyes Without a Face? I do not. I do not have that. I know that recently got an upgrade to 4K from Arrow. I mean, from Criterion. So that will be one to consider picking up in the November sale. And it's not one that I've been strongly drawn to, but I will consider picking it up at some point, perhaps. But let's see here. Oh, I have that too. I saw Demon of Mount. Oh, it was decent. Okay. Would you like a Marley Matlin biopic? I would about how she acted deaf. How would you cast as William Hurt? Hmm. Not sure if I understand the question there, but definitely appreciate the comment. I also have Battles Without Honor and Humanity, both sets, pretty solid Yakuza films so far. Cool, cool. And see, thanks, fun program. Thank you, Acres of Movies, and thank you all to joining this morning, still morning in here in the U.S. But yeah, happy Halloween to everybody. Hope you have a great day today. Stay safe, stay smart, enjoy the day, and we will have a wonderful, happy Halloween. And be safe out there wherever you are as we get ready to turn the page after today and enter into November 1st and the beginning of the holiday season. Stay safe, stay blessed, have a happy Friday, and we'll look to talk to you all soon. And always great to see you all out there. And I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful Friday and weekend. God bless. Peace.